Everybody ready? Okay, just finished practice 11. Real impressed with our guys. I mean, they were excited about practicing, which I think is rare at this point in the spring. It says a lot about the character of this team, says a lot about the leadership that's emerging. So overall, it was good. Today was really the last day in pads before we have our spring game on Friday. I did some situational things, did a little red zone, had a couple just base offense and defense periods, and did a few things special teams. So the plan moving forward, Thursday will be in helmet only. It'll be some cleanup, it'll be some prep for Friday night scrimmage. Real excited about Friday night. It's going to be more fan friendly than ever before. We've got a full half of real football, and the rest we're going to do some fan friendly things, some competition things, some different things I think they're really going to enjoy with that. But overall, I feel good about where we're at after practice 11. Questions?
It's been most of the way through spring so far. What have you learned about the offense? What are kind of the biggest things that stick out to you?
Yeah, you know, of course we have a new coordinator. We're putting in a lot of new install and all that, and it's been a whole lot of install, but our guys have handled it pretty well. You know, we talked about pushing the ball vertically down the field. I mean, that's really the focus this spring. I feel like we've accomplished that. You know, we're going to have a good running game. There's no doubt about that, and I think it's also been good for our defense.
From the start of spring to now, what have you seen from the three quarterbacks, John Rice, Thomas, and Timmy?
Yeah, like I said, there's been a whole lot of new install, okay, which is hard on quarterbacks, but they've all responded very well, and you can see they've gotten better each practice. You could tell how comfortable all three of them were today. I mean, it was probably 30-mile-an-hour gust at times, which was extremely hard to throw, but I thought all three of the guys handled themselves well today.
You said you've maintained regular communication with Greg Lovelady, so what's the availability for John Rice for both events on Friday?
Yeah, we're planning on John Rice, you know, helping our baseball team to victory on Friday. I think they're starting at, 5 o'clock, and we start at 7:30. When he gets done, he'll come over here and finish this thing out, and I think that'll be a really unique deal, you know, for our fans, and hopefully after the baseball game, those fans will come over and be a part of, you know, our spring game.
Is he going to play all 9 innings for them? Is that going to be?
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. I mean, we want him to help the baseball team win and come over here, and we'll be ready to go.
As you prepared this roster to the transition to the Big 12, what impact do you think freshmen can have in this upcoming season?
Well, first of all, we've done a really good job recruiting the last couple of years, and this group of freshmen, especially the ones that are here right now, they're all going to help, and that's really big. But we recruited guys to play, and when you recruit at a high level, you have the luxury of doing that. But you know, I can say that the guys that are here will all help us next year, and then I really believe the guys that are coming in that aren't here will also be able to help.
At the wide receiver position, has anyone emerged? You know, I guess we know about Javon and Cody.
Yeah.
Those guys have proven it. But beyond those two, what have you seen there that have players emerged?
Yeah, you know, I think Javon's had a big-time spring. I mean, he's took his game even to the next level, I think. And I think the rest of them have all improved. Like, you know, even the new guys coming in, I mean, they've really done a good job of picking up, and, you know, they got great effort. It's important to them. They're playing, you know, with great attention to detail. So, you know, I think we're in a good spot as a group.
The transfer portal opens up the day after the spring game. How is this portal window different than December's, and what's kind of the plan of attack?
You know, I think probably more than anything, I think everybody learned a lot the last time it was open. And, you know, like I said, we're hopeful that things will be good. We're in a really good spot as a team. You know, but I think in the new age of college football, you know, you've got to be ready to adapt.
Having had time to evaluate the prior 2 scrimmages, what did you like and what did you dislike about those 2 events, and what sort of trends are you hoping to see on Friday?
Yeah, you know, I think offensively, the second scrimmage we played faster, and you know, that was really an emphasis to play fast, and we did that, and was able to kind of run, throw the ball down the field like we talked about. Defensively, we got great information, and you know, especially our one defensive line really stands out. I mean, we got some real guys up front, but it's been really good to see those guys play real football and tackle and space, and And it was good too from a defensive standpoint. The offense had some drives, the last one, that were, 7, 8, 9 play drives. How do you respond? I know Coach Williams was happy we got those situations so the guys could feel what it felt like.
What's called Boomer status? Will he participate in Friday's?
I doubt it. He hadn't been able to participate yet. We'll see. But the other two guys have done a really good job.
Coach, I know you mentioned for the spring game on Friday, it's going to be one half of football, one half of fan-friendly stuff. What was the decision going into that, just believing it's just one half of football?
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll put 12 minutes on the clock, and we're going to play real football. We're going to play fast. We're going to get a lot of plays. And really, if you look at the last 2 years, I mean, we had a running clocks in the second half, and so honestly, we were just trying to get through. So it's going to be a high quality of football. I feel strong to say that for a half. And then we've got some unique events, some competition things with some of our players and different things that's going to be fan friendly that I know I'm excited about, and our players are too.
And I know you showed the uniforms the other day. How is that going to work? Is it going to be offense versus defense the whole time, the 1s and 2s? How's that going to kind of work?
Yeah. The offense is going to be wearing space uniforms. Defense is going to be wearing the night mode uniforms, and so we will have a scoring system that will be fairly simple. That the defense will keep score, offense will keep score, which is different than we've done before. But we've got 2 different uniforms for the offense to choose from as far as the space uniforms. The helmets are off the charts. I mean, they're real helmets. They're real good. So defensive guys are excited about wearing those uniforms. So once again, a little unique compared to other programs just doing normal stuff.
How have you seen the defense adjust to Addison Williams and his new scheme this spring? I know the guys have talked about prioritizing, forcing turnovers and things like that.
Yeah.
What are you seeing as a head coach?
Yeah, they're responding very well to Addison. He's trying to carry over what we're really strong at. He's kind of making his own and tweaking some things, but you just said it, man, it's about being aggressive. It's about getting turnovers, and the defense, they had a good day today, and you can tell they've improved each time out, and they're starting to take on, his personality.
How much more important is the spring period from a recruiting standpoint for the future of the program compared to maybe what it used to be when the February was the traditional signing period?
Yeah, it's more and more important. I tell you, we've probably had the most recruits we've had, at least since I've been here, by a long shot this spring visit. And that usually equates into good things on signing day. So real exciting. Obviously, moving the Big 12's helped, but and it's been a great spring so far as just recruits and quality recruits coming on campus watching us practice.
We spoke with Darren last week. He talked about May, June, and July being so important for the players, where even though you can't simulate, game-like situations, that's kind of the goal. So what's going to be the message to the team when you wrap up spring and stressing the importance of those summer months leading into August?
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, we're trying to get our foundation built. And I said that the very first of spring, when we're not around as coaches and they're out practicing on their own, whether it's throwing, catching, or whatever, that they're developing good habits instead of developing bad habits. There's a lot of times in the past, they are developing bad habits, and you got to reteach things in fall camp. So that's been a focus, and I think we're in a good spot for our guys to know exactly what to do when the coaches aren't around.
How was last Thursday night? I know it was a big fundraiser for the Kingdom. I know there were some cool experiences that were auctioned off. I know you were there. How did that go?
Yeah, it went great. SJ put it together in a short period of time. We really appreciate the people that are there and being a part. And, like I said, it's a new age of college football, and that's very important. So it was a really big step in the right direction for us for our future.
When you talk about the transfer portal and this new age of college football, needing to keep your players in the fold so they don't enter the portal, what does that look like for you on a daily basis and keeping that recruiting?
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously try to keep your top players. I mean, I think every coach in America is doing that. We'll see what happens, but I feel really good about just, our atmosphere. We've got a really good foundation built. And so I feel as good as I can right now, getting ready for that period to come up. Good. Okay, guys. Thank you all.
Thanks, Coach.